Welcome to Outside the Brand. I don't know what that was. That was just a long ass delay. Welcome to Outside the Brand, guys. This is your AEW All In London 2023 post show right here on Outside the Brand. I got my guys Deontay and TJ up in here with me, the guys that did the predictions along with me last night. Guys, All in London. My God, was this an amazing atmosphere? Was this an amazing show? Front to back, top to bottom. That amazing main event. We'll get into that main event when we get there, guys. But holy shit, this show was great. And thank you, London, for the amazing house. You guys were honestly the MVPs of the entire night because you guys were absolutely ruckus the entire time. And George loved it. George loved it. He's barking in the background. This is absolutely amazing, guys. I loved it all. Loved it. Loved it.
I agree, George. I agree.
Final records. What's everyone's final record?
5 and 6.
7 and 4. Yes, it was. Also, fuck CM Punk. That is all.
I'm 50. It's a love-hate thing with him. Sometimes I love him. Sometimes I hate him. You know? I don't strictly love him.
When it comes to morals, good guy. Everything else, fuck him.
Yeah,
somebody tried to ask me that before. They're like, how is CM Punk a bad guy when he's like supportive? And I'm just like, you could still have good morals and be a terrible person.
Indeed.
It's possible.
Stop talking about CM Punk. We're here to talk about the positives here. Stop talking about CM Punk.
Get to the good stuff about him. We literally have to.
He kicked off
the opening match. He's the first person we have to talk about.
I'm doing overall stuff. I'm doing overall thoughts, man. Overall
crazy.
thoughts.
He's literally the first person we have to talk about on the
I
card.
understand that, but
that
overall
shit's so
thoughts.
Funny, bro.
Overall, go.
Oh, we were talking about record.
Just the one match.
We were talking about record. I said fuck CM Punk because you walked out the room. So I was like, I'm gonna shit on him until Phil gets back.
I know you did. I heard you. Don't think I didn't hear you.
What's your record, Phil?
I was 7 and 4 on the night.
Hey, me and Phil tied. Fuck you, Deontay.
Hey, fuck you.
I was 7 and 4 on the night.
Hey, you're the only one that finished with a negative record, sir.
Well, it ain't my fault Tony Khan made some backwards ass decisions. Shit.
Well,
I was 7 and 4 on the night. The only matches I got wrong. The only matches I got wrong were MJF and Adam Cole winning the Ring of Honor tag team titles. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought there was going to be a turn in that match. It didn't happen.
I'm the only one.
FTR retaining. I legitimately thought that with everything that was happening with Cash, I thought the Young Bucks were winning those titles. But FTR retaining, fantastic match, and we'll get there.
I was right about that one.
Konosuke Takeshita and BC Gold winning, which you were wrong about that, TJ, because you said, and I quote, I would be very shocked if the Golden Elite don't win this. And I had to correct you on that.
I was wrong about that as well.
Shocked.
I was also wrong about that.
I was wrong on that one. And I was wrong about Stadium Stampede. I thought I
was wrong about that as well.
And Santana and Ortiz had that in the bag, but apparently not.
I was wrong about that.
Apparently not. So I had 7 and 4.
There was one of them I wish I was wrong about. We'll get to that later.
I can tell you which ones I was wrong
about.
Yeah,
we'll get to that later. But yeah, guys, I thought tonight's show was absolutely fantastic from top to bottom.
Fantastical.
I mean, I said throughout this entire build, and look, we complained about this build. We complained about the lack of card with 2 weeks before the show. And trust me, a lot of the stuff that we all complained about in this thing were valid. It was warranted. It was warranted.
Corbin, that's impossible.
I understand a lot of the complaining. Yeah, Corbin, there's 11 matches, so
you and Saul both, bro. Saul was like, "Oh, I'm 3-0 at this point." I was like, "Saul, there are 4 matches." What do you mean you're 3-0?
There are 4 matches on the card. But But
I don't know how I missed the match.
but yeah, man, you know, we did a lot of complaining about the actual buildup of the card. Because there were not that much matches announced with like at least 2 weeks before the event. Honestly, I think we just kind of have to trust the process a little bit more. I really do. I mean, a lot of the stuff was actually thrown together tonight. You know, if there's one thing that AEW knows how to do is, put on a great pay-per-view. And,
Indeed.
whether there's storylines beyond belief or whether there's just matches, that are just put on the card. Oh, Chris, loves to break my door down and jump on my bed. All right, I got him out.
Damn.
I guess I didn't close the door all the way, and he just said, "Yeah, nah." Pushes the door open, jumps on my bed, tries to
He
jump
said,
on
"Let
the
me in,
laptop,
bitch."
and
He said, "Let me in,
yeah.
bitch."
Corbin, you
6
took
and
away
3.
another
Then
match. That's
you
less
took away
matches.
another match. There's 11 matches on the card, 9 on the main card, 2
George
on the
Bush
pre-show.
failed this school system. What happened to No Child Left Behind, brother?
Okay,
It
so
feels like we
besides the
left some
pre-show,
people behind.
okay, so just counting the main card, you were 6 and 3. Okay,
Oh, okay.
that's fair.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Just
cool.
counting the main
If
card, you
we're
were
doing
6 and
that,
3. That's
then-
good. But if back to what I was saying before George interrupted me, if there's one thing that
I've been
AEW knows how to do, and yes, I'm blaming the dog. He jumped on my bed. He almost jumped on you guys. He almost broke the computer.
Oh.
And that would have been bad. If there's one thing that AEW knows how to do, is put on a great show when it comes to a pay-per-view. And I do believe that they really did just that.
And Beatles.
I think this is their version of WrestleMania. Seriously, I do. I saw a lot of people on social media saying that the stage was very underwhelming. I saw the
I thought the stage was cool.
I saw the attendance was very underwhelming in itself. One person legitimately said that this show does not deserve this type of gate. And I'm like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Shut the fuck up. This company was built on a bet by Dave Meltzer and Cody Rhodes saying that they couldn't even fill a 10,000 seat stadium or arena. And now they have 81,000 strong in Wembley Stadium. What are you even on? Like, I understand if you just don't like the company. If you just don't like the company, just flat out and say it. Flat out say it. I don't care if you don't like the company. But you can't take away this massive W that they've produced for themselves here. This show and the way that they, brought 81,000 people together was insane. Nobody should be able to take this away. Nobody.
And Beatles.
At some point, I just start telling people, get WWE's dick out of your mouth.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of
Wow.
all professional wrestling. Not one, not the other. I don't do this tribalism garbage. That's not what this is about. And after a terrible week that we just had, enjoy professional wrestling.
Facts.
Is that too hard to ask? I'm done with the whole tribalism BS, people.
Phil, how dare you like two companies? How dare you?
I know it has to be a crime at this point, apparently.
You should be arrested for that. How dare you?
But look, I don't know, guys. It is what it is. But And the stage didn't even look that bad. I mean, the stage was
I
basically
thought it
like a
was
Royal
cool.
Rumble feel to it.
I thought
It
it
had
like
like
the little
it had
tunnel.
like the little archway for like the arena, like for like the actual entrance. They had the canopy for the ring because they were expecting some rain tonight. Thank God it wasn't, impactful like it was at WrestleMania.
That
Where they
was
had to
crazy.
delay some stuff. That
They had
was
Samoa Joe in a
that
poncho.
was that was the first time ever for that WrestleMania where they had to do
They had
some rain
Samoa
delay.
Joe in a poncho.
But but yeah, I mean, I really don't see how many people could really complain about the show. I mean, were there some questionable decisions on this card for when it comes to the finishers and or winners? Yes, but no card is perfect. I mean, come on, people. I don't know. I just feel like after the terrible week that we just had, we should all just enjoy professional wrestling for what it is and not
Oh,
minusculely like debate this card.
Tony
What's going
just
on?
announced Penta's challenging Orange Cassidy for the title on Wednesday.
he better fucking win.
Okay.
He better win.
Oh my god.
He better
It's
win.
going to be
He better
interesting, but
win.
He's going to be next.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
He better win. He better win.
We'll see how that goes. But what was your guys' favorite matchup of the night?
The main event.
Because there were some really good matches on this card tonight.
The main event. MJF and Adam Cole. That match was amazing.
Besides that, I'd go Young Bucks versus Gun Toters.
Well, the
Versus
Or as
crowd
that
was
sign
chanting.
said, fear
versus
the
FTR.
revolver.
No, bro.
Okay.
No. The crowd was chanting, "Cash is gonna come" or some shit like that.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
I'll
Fear
admit,
the
like,
revolver.
those two matches are obviously in my top two for sure. But I honestly look, I gotta give credit where credit is due, man. Chris Jericho and Will Ospreay did a lot better than many people thought that they were going to be able to do with each other. That match actually turned out to be really, really solid.
Hello.
And
Hello.
I give kudos to Chris Jericho for being able to go in there against Will Ospreay and actually get the job done when it comes down to it. Those three matches to me right then and there were awesome. And I'll even give credit to the trios match with BC Gold and the Golden Elite, man. Those guys were great. And that finish set up for, obviously the singles match that we'll most likely get at All Out next week between Takeshita and Kenny Omega. But we'll get there. Very, very solid show tonight by AEW. AEW should be very proud about what they have done tonight at Wembley Stadium. AEW made history. And if you guys can't really see that, you guys are probably in the wrong place for a review because I'm going to be talking about this as long as we possibly can up until the point where I most likely have to go because I got a fantasy football draft in about 2.5 hours. So let's get this going, guys. I don't want to waste any more of your time.
The ball of the
Thank
foot.
you guys so much for joining us here on the All In Post Show for OTB tonight, episode 411. If you guys like what you heard so far, hit the like button, turn on the bell for all notifications, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you guys want to speak about anything that you saw or you want to talk about for AEW All In, send in a super chat. We'd love to talk to you guys. We will read them at the end of the show if you guys do send them in. If not, that is okay. It are just totally optional. And we would love to hear from you guys. Go down to the link in the description when it comes to social media. All the TikTok links are down in there. Down in the description.
So it was just announced that the winner of Penta and Cassidy will be facing John Moxley at All Out.
Oh, This motherfucker found a way to make me want to pay $50. God damn it, Tony.
Orange
No, 'cause
Cassidy is retaining. Orange Cassidy is
Cassidy-
retaining. We'll get Orange Cassidy versus Mox at All Out. That's just my prediction. But which is going to be great either way. Whoever wins that on Wednesday is going to have a great match with Mox, but I think it's going to be Orange again. But yeah, so go down to the link in the description, everything for you guys when it comes to social media down there. Go get some from WWE Shop. Go get some Bray Wyatt merch. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt. All the proceeds that go to Bray Wyatt merch goes to his family for his passing. So go get yourself some Bray Wyatt merch. And thank you to our sponsor SeatGeek. OTB at checkout gets you $20 off your first purchase using SeatGeek. And love you guys. Let's get right into AEW All in London right here on OTB. Guys, we kicked off with the real World Championship on the line. Now you can talk about your precious CM Punk. CM Punk versus the Ring of Honor World Champion. World Television Champion, Samoa Joe, rather. Excuse me. I'll admit, match was not bad. Not bad by any means, but was it the best out of their, series of matches? I believe this is their fourth time. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it the best in their series of matches? No. But was it a bad match by any means? Absolutely not. I thought this was a great opener for the show tonight. Or this afternoon, rather.
thought it was a good match. Punk won because, of course, he did. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to continue that real world title. Sorry, guys. Don't.
Well, I'm also glad
We're
Joe
gonna
didn't win because that title's bullshit. So, wouldn't want Joe to hold that tarnished title anyway.
Yeah, a real world championship. Yeah, no. I mean, that's all for story purposes anyway. But yeah, I thought it was a good match. Like I said, it wasn't the best match in their series, but it was good for what it was.
CM Punk's a bitch. That is all.
Well, yes.
Can you talk about the match, please? We know that, but can you talk about the match?
I did already. I said it was a good match. I said I'm glad Joe didn't win because it's a bullshit title. And now I'm saying my personal opinions. CM Punk is a bitch. Chat, did I not? I said it was a good match. I said I'm glad Joe didn't win.
Watch, we'll be talking about the Stadium Stampede match, and then you'll be saying CM Punk's a bitch.
You ready, Phil? I'm just here so I don't get fined.
You ain't gonna take this fucking shit, are you?
No, I'm not.
Are you working with fucking children? Because I ain't a fucking child anymore, bro.
Well, compared to me, he is.
You're only 3 years older than me.
Hey. Watch when you're talking to me, young man.
You're only 3 years older than me.
Hey. 30 years older than you'll ever be right now.
Okay.
I'm just saying. A real man like me wouldn't have been out for the count when Ricky Starks pushed me off the apron to continue beating the shit out of Ricky Steamboat.
Bringing up past shit. All right, let's get through this. So, Joni got a near fall after a power slam, and an armbar gets pushed into a pin for a near fall, but Joe is not done as he quickly transitions into a power bomb and then an STF on the champion. Punk rolls Joe onto his shoulders for a near fall to break up the hold, and then Punk sits Joe up for a spinning toe hold, shades of Terry Funk. R.I.P. to the legend. Joe then puts him in a chokehold for another near fall. As a result, Punk is back onto his feet, looking for a running knee strike, but he gets taken down by Samoa Joe instead. Joe then sets up Punk for another muscle buster attempt, but Punk drops off the turnbuckle and evades. Joe then catches him, however, this time bringing Punk up for an avalanche brainbuster, only for Punk to take a bite out of Joe's head, and then Punk sets up Joe and the turnbuckle, hits a Pepsi plunge for the win. 1, 2, 3, and that is how the match ended. There were 2 spots in this match I did not go over, but I will go over them just in freeform detail. We saw a John Cena spot where he basically did the 2 shoulder tackles, spin out powerbomb into the setup for the 5-knuckle shuffle, but did not take place because instead of a 5-knuckle shuffle, he did the Hulk Hogan leg drop, and that is how that happened. Jesus. Keep getting fucking interrupted. Now, what's this?
Kenny versus Takeshita, I believe, next Sunday.
Yeah. Don't have the audio so loud so we can hear it, bro, because, I mean, we knew that was happening anyway. Then he did the Pepsi plunge, basically a second row pedigree for the win. And that was it. Yeah, not that bad of a match by any means. Fun opening match. Yeah, just a very, very good match to kick off the show tonight.
Indeed.
So Punk celebrates the win before heading to the ramp in the back before we get a rundown of, the feud that is coming up for our next match, which is the 6-man tag team match between Bullet Club Gold and Takeshita versus the Golden Elite and Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, and Hangman Adam Page. Very, very fun 6-man tag team match. This was awesome. I loved seeing Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page back together as a team. That team was I loved their AEW World Tag Team Championship run that they had together. Back in the early stages of AEW. Hangman Page and Kenny Omega as a tag team for that division was fantastic. And then Kota Ibushi being a part of this was awesome as well. This was a very, very fun 6-man tag. I mean, there wasn't really anything too much to say other than that. Just great action throughout the entire bout. Really, I loved it. And it was a big win for Takeshita, which will set up for their singles match at All Out next week.
Yeah, I agree. It was a very fun match. Was not expecting Kenny to get pinned. Wasn't expecting them to lose, but hey, here we are.
I mean, I knew there was going to be some way, shape, or form that we were going to be able to get to the match at All Out between Kenny and Takeshita, but I didn't expect it to be that. Kenny Omega getting pinned by Takeshita does make sense to make the match happen for All Out. Indeed. I just found that to be, a very interesting way to go about it. And, I liked it at the end of the day. I didn't think that was honestly a wrong decision, but it was interesting. Interesting to say the least. And this was a very good way to go about it. So yeah. Bullet Club Gold and Takeshita got this win. Really, really good stuff there. I liked it. Aiden saying Ibushi's washed. It's wild, man.
Ah, damn.
What is this? Okay.
Yeah, saying Ibushi's
All
washed
right.
is crazy.
That
is crazy.
So TJ is being forced to update his computer. So it's going to be us for a little bit, and then he'll be back.
It's updating by itself. That's what it means.
Yeah. So yeah. Very, very good match here between these 6 guys. Paige has to do apron for a buckshot lariat, but the Guns distract him, which only bites them in the ass as Paige hits a Moriata moonsault onto them. This becomes a problem for Hangman as Jay White takes him down, only for Omega to rock the Switchblade with a V-trigger. Omega and Ibushi then go for the Golden Trigger, but Takeshita evades it before hitting a jumping knee strike to Ibushi, which fucking rocked him. That knee strike to Ibushi rocked the guy. Amazing stuff there by Takeshita. He got a buckshot lariat hit on him by Hangman Adam Page to the back of the neck. Omega then found the opportunity to hit a V-trigger, but was distracted by the Blade Runner attempt from White, which gets turned into a knee strike, or basically a V-trigger to Switchblade. Omega then follows up with a V-trigger to Juice, and then he did, and then while, he was setting up for another V-trigger on the ropes to Jay White again, Takeshita slides on in, rolls up Kenny, 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Gets the pinfall victory over Kenny Omega. Takeshita got one over on Kenny, setting up their singles match at All In, or All Out, rather. Great stuff. Loved every single second of it. Yeah, I just thought it was a great way to go about it.
I agree. It was a good match. I wouldn't have done the roll-up pin, but, I gotta get to that match somehow.
Would you have done it clean? Or would you just had Kenny win this year?
I'd have it be like shenanigans.
This was shenanigans, basically. I mean, everybody was basically getting distracted by each other, and then all of a sudden, because Kenny was distracted by everything.
You know what I would have done? I would have just had Kenny win tonight, and then Takeshita win it all out.
So you would have to heel basically go over to finish the story.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I think this just finishes an All Out. I really do. I think this just finishes an All Out, and we can just move on to something new. Which is usually when you're trying to finish off a story, you get the babyface their win back. Which I believe is what they're doing. Because I don't think Kenny's going to lose it all out.
He's not.
So, but yeah, I think that was great. And Aiden, we'll talk about that possibility for All Out when we get to the main event, because I could honestly see CM Punk versus MJF again for the title because of the real world championship situation. But yeah, we'll definitely talk about that when we get to that main event. I could see it happening. I could see that match happening for the championship, but I don't think it'll happen at All Out, if that makes any sense. So, a big win for Takeshita, and we'll head to All Out later on in the week. We then had FTR defending the Ring of Honor. Not Ring of Honor. They were Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions a little while ago. The AEW World Tag Team Championships against the Young Bucks. this was insane. This was tag team wrestling at its fucking finest.
Indeed.
I loved everything about this. This entire match. FTR, Young Bucks, whatever side of the spectrum you are on, these two prove that these two teams are two of the best tag teams in the world.
Also, you know what I
Not
find
just
funny?
AEW, but in the world.
You know what I find funny? The FTR's whole shtick is like, oh, no flips, just fists, and fucking Gunman did a fucking 450.
Cash Wheeler did a 450. He missed, but he did a 450. And Lewis, indeed, RIP to Terry Funk and Brody and Mr. Bray Wyatt. Yes. Yeah. But this tag team championship match, man, I mean, what can I say? What can I say about this? I mean, I really don't even think I could be able to do this justice. Even with, reading the final sequence of the match and everything like that, because this was just insane. Everything about this was awesome. Like, we had so I don't even know where to begin. So Dax comes in to check on Cash, who kicked out of a BTE trigger at the time. But as he was checking in on Cash Wheeler, he turns around and takes a shatter machine from the Bucks. So Dax Harwood, after checking up on Cash, turns around to the Bucks, who hit a shatter machine to Dax Harwood. Great stuff there. So we saw a BTE trigger to Cash Wheeler again, but this time Cash definitively does kick out, and the Bucks are just shocked after everything here. So so after everything was going on, they were just trying to figure out what the hell do we have to do in order to get Cash down. Bucks look for to finish off Cash, but Dax is in, and FTR hits a shatter machine of their own, a pinfall. Well, no, hold on 1 second. I have to set this up perfectly, because after, they were done just being, absolutely, just befuddled after everything that happened with them, with Cash being able to kick out. They were going for the Meltzer driver.
Yep.
They were going for the Meltzer driver. And as they were in mid, rotation, getting into the Meltzer bus and getting into the Meltzer driver, shoves a Jackson out of the way. I forget which one, but as they were going for the Meltzer driver, it automatically transitioned into the shatter machine. They were able to do the Meltzer driver into the shatter machine, and it looked perfect.
Yes, it is. Also, Lewis, Goldust and Stardust Ball, really?
What the hell? Interesting top 5. But
everything else is valid, though.
Look, I mean, everybody has their own taste.
No Hardys is a crime, though.
But, at the end of the day, I love to finish up this match. The Meltzer driver into the shatter machine was just incredible. Like, I didn't even think that was even possible, but they made it work. Great stuff. Loved it all. And FTR were able to retain the championships here. Now, like we were talking about in the preview and predictions, obviously with them retaining the titles tonight, they're the whole thing against Cash Wheeler must not be as serious as everybody else is making it out to be.
It's not. He just flashed a gun.
Yeah. I mean, that's, dude, let's not, say that that's, just, everyday language here. I mean, you can't
It's
really do that.
not.
That still makes AEW look bad at the end of the day.
It's
But,
not. But
it's,
people on that roster have done worse.
I understand that, but I'm just saying it's not good either way. It's not a good look for AEW.
It is not.
But they retained their titles. Good stuff there, and loved seeing this match. After the match, the Young Bucks did not shake the hands of FTR, so this is a rivalry as good as time, bro. We are going to be seeing a lot more of this, and I can't wait to I can't wait to see it.
Fear the Revolver versus the Bucks of Youth. Yes.
So now we're back at ringside in the Blackpool Combat Club with their new friends in Orange and Ortiz and Santana make their way through the crowd for this match as we got Stadium Stampede.
It was more anarchy in the arena than anything.
It's just anarchy in the arena. It's just anarchy in the arena. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And I told people this and they're like, Phil, no, it's not. How is it how is it the same? It's a hardcore match where you can basically go anywhere the fuck you want. Anarchy in the arena, it's a hardcore match where you can go anywhere in the arena, but the pinfall has to happen in the ring. Stampede, anywhere in the stadium.
They want a football field. They want a football field.
Anywhere in the stadium, but the pinfall has to happen in the ring. It's the same thing. It's the same match. But regardless of it being the same match, this match is fucking insane.
Indeed.
Like, I'm not going to be able to do this justice. I mean, we had skewers in Moxley's head. We had...
Of course.
We had Sue drive a van into the venue with trays of cookies.
I wanted a cookie. God damn
it. And they used those tray of cookies as weapons.
That was a waste of cookies.
Fun fact: Sue actually used to actually bake for the people of AEW, like to bring like sweets and everything to the catering. So that's actually legit. I found that out. So WC. They were probably legitimately some of the sweets that were in the back, and they just prepared them to be for that. It looks like we actually might have a change of co-hosts here. Not you. You get to stay. This looks like it's Loff. And it is.
Lafayette. He's outside.
And look at him. He is outside having a good time. Talking about that Stadium Stampede match, bro. Insane. Just an insane fucking match.
Indeed.
But yeah, so we had, skewers, we had cookie sheets, we had table spots, we had there was so much in this match that I can honestly, just
had glass on his hand.
He taped glass to his fist, and okay, he's gone. He taped glass to his fist to hit Claudio with 3 orange punches and get the pinfall for the win to end Stadium Stampede. I mean, dude, insane. insane stuff. Insane. And I'm not going to be able to, go through everything that happened in this match because everything was just fucking crazy. But just know, I believe everybody was bleeding in this match.
Indeed.
Everybody. I think everybody in this match was bleeding. I don't think there was one person in this match out of the 10 people involved that weren't bleeding. Honestly, no. I'm lying. I'm lying to you. Because the only person that was not bleeding... Well, actually, no. The only people that were not bleeding were the referees and Sue. Those were the only people in this match that weren't bleeding. Everybody else was bleeding. Everybody else in this match was bleeding. They were legitimately probably trying to kill each other, Josh. You're not wrong there. This was just insane.
Violent.
So Kingston hit a back fist to Claudio, then drove Moxley through a barbed wire board in the corner, and then Cassidy hit an orange punch with the glassed hand to Claudio for the win. 1, 2, 3, and that was it. End Stadium Stampede, and Eddie Kingston, Penta, El Zero Miedo, Orange Cassidy, and the Best Friends win Stadium Stampede. Great stuff there.
Awesome stuff.
We then had the Women's World Championship Fatal 4-Way. And I will say this. As soon as I heard Queen, I knew Saraya was winning this match. I knew Saraya was going to win this match anyway. But as soon as I heard that, I was like, yeah, she's winning this thing.
Then they had a family out there too.
Now the match got 9 minutes.
Actually, it was
honestly
8 minutes
a lot more time than I thought it.
Yeah, 8 minutes and 55
seconds. It's 9 minutes. It honestly got a little bit more time than I thought it was going to.
Wow, for real.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought that they were gonna, do this in under 7 minutes, honestly. Not that 7 minutes compared to 9 minutes is any better, but yeah, I thought that they were, I thought that they were gonna do this in a little less time. But the match is not bad by any means. This is off. Or it should be. Yeah. There you are, brother.
With the Jeff Hardy Championship.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that title. But yeah, now we're at the part now where we got to the women's 4-way.
Oh shit.
We talked about everything up until this point to the fatal 4-way. Now, I will say this. I knew Saraya was winning as soon as Queen showed up on the PA system. And I even knew it was going to happen before that because I just knew that since we were in London, Saraya was going to win this match. I didn't want it to happen, but I just knew. The match got 9 minutes. So you really can't really judge anything based on 9 minutes of action.
Unfortunately.
But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No,
they did tell a story in this match.
Yeah.
They did tell a story in this match between Saraya and Toni Storm. Basically, the Outcasts are done. The Outcasts are done. at this point.
Thank God.
They should have honestly never been a thing in the first place, to be honest, if you want my honest opinion. But you really should not have had Shida win the championship if you're going to have a new champion in Saraya, regardless at All In.
Yeah, Toni should have never lost in the first place, to me. But
you know, I've seen on
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Somebody pointed this out. If Saraya was just gonna pin Toni anyway, why the hell did she lose?
That's what we're saying. Toni didn't need to lose the championship in the first place.
We got to this point. If we're still going to get to this point anyway, you might as well just wait it at that point.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, the match wasn't bad by any means. I mean, what could you really judge in a 9-minute match? A 9-minute fatal 4-way, to be honest.
Yeah.
But Shida, she's trying to do all that she can to fight back. Saraya and Storm rush into the ring where Saraya hits Storm with a nightcap. Baker is still focused on Shida, and Saraya covers Storm and gets the win, while Britt Baker had the lockjaw, or no. Yeah, Britt Baker had the lockjaw on Shida, and Saraya did her nightcap finisher, 1, 2, 3, and that was it. So
they made her look so dumb.
So Britt was doing a submission hold to try to make Shida tap, but when she's in the submission hold to try to make Shida tap, you didn't hear the referee count right next to you for Saraya to try to get the pinfall win?
They made her look dumb.
I mean, you didn't think to even look, or at least position yourself in a way to, like, keep your eye on the other two people in the match? I mean, I love Britt Baker, but guys, come on. I mean, that was not...
I don't get it.
You made Britt look really, really bad.
I don't understand that shit. I was mad enough that they went that way with the decision. So I was like, okay, but that was I don't know. It's all weird to me. I don't know. It was just done weird.
Yeah. The whole build to this 4-way was just done completely wrong in the first place. Now, Loth, if you don't know, this was a call-in to the first All-In. This was a callback to the first All-In. They had a Fatal 4-Way women's match at the first All-In back in Was it 2018 or 2019?
18.
It was 2018. It was 18. So they had a 4-way for the women at the first All-In, where Britt Baker was a part of. And, they didn't call back to this Fatal 4-Way. They put a 4-way in this, to call back to that first match. But, as we all know, Shida won the championship at episode 200 of Dynamite. And Toni Storm, because she was the former champion, got a bye and was automatically inserted into the 4-way.
Did you see what Josh just said?
I'm not even looking at chat right now. I'm not even looking at chat right now.
Oh god!
Y'all gotta relax. It's
6:43. The fuck is wrong with y'all?
So Toni got a bye because she was the former champion in the match. Which is completely ass backwards off, because AEW, and they have said it themselves on many times, they don't have rematch clauses ever. They've never had a rematch clause. So how does she get an automatic bye in this
Aiden, you're
4-way
lying.
tournament that they're building?
Aiden, you're lying. Britt Baker was nowhere near mid. Come on now.
And then the champion, Shida, at the time, was facing Anna Jay that night to see who would get into the Fatal 4-Way. The champion had to advance into the championship match at All In.
It's stupid. It's ridiculous.
And then the other two challengers, one against the Bunny and Sky Blue, which, no disrespect to Sky Blue. I love Sky Blue.
Yeah.
And I love Sky Blue. I mean, Sky Blue all freaking day.
Fuck Kyle Fletcher.
Fuck Kyle Fletcher, honestly. But
why he lost today?
Aussie Open, great tag team, but fuck Kyle Fletcher. Yeah, that's why you lost tonight.
Their ass beat, man.
But I mean, you know, and then the other two just had to beat two ladies that weren't going to be in the 4-way anyway. This is a very predictable 4-way to build, and then you screwed it up with the finish. I understand moments. You know, Saraya winning in her hometown, it's a great moment. And you really can't get that reaction anywhere else. But was it the right call to make Saraya the champion? No.
It was not, but...
Not by any means.
Tony Khan. I seen it coming. They were in the UK. You know he loves his hometown pops. So.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying. I get what... like, I saw this coming from a mile away. But was it the right way to go about it? No. No. And there's no interim champion, Aiden. There's no interim champion. This is a legit thing.
The fuck is Thunder Rosa then? I'm still confused on that.
And that's exactly it, man.
She's kind of
blacklisted
from Ada. She's kind of, you know, kind of blackballed right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but she is on her way back.
She's been on her way back for a while now, man. Fuck.
For years. I know.
Fuck, man.
And now Nate's coming in. All right, well, people, now we gotta take this away. We're gonna go this.
Oh, here we go. Now this is why I tuned in.
Now Nate's here.
Phil. Next time, look at the freaking chat because I put in there. Could I get in here? God dang it!
Anybody could just hop in.
I didn't know because I know that you like to keep like the borders and stuff, so that's why I didn't know.
What's good, Unc?
Here we go.
I just got.
That's why I brought in the arch of Wembley Stadium in this thing because I mean I knew people were probably going to come in and out.
Yeah. I just got home.
But yeah, no. I mean the finish of the match was dumb. Because you know that they made Britt Baker look fucking stupid. But Saraya is now the new women's champion, and now we got to figure this out. Because Saraya has done nothing in AEW, and now she's a women's champion of the company.
Indeed.
So,
Indeedos.
Fuck.
Now I will scroll back up to see what the fuck you just said, Josh, because you are an out-of-pocket human being, and I did not need that fucking shit.
I saw that as soon as I put it in there. I'm like, oh.
Oh.
Josh, you are. So, you know what? Can you ban mods in this? I might ban Josh for that. I'm not gonna lie.
This is why we're not having any women's wrestlers on the podcast.
I might ban Josh for that. I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all will not. When we interview women's wrestlers, we're not gonna put it on live. We're gonna make it a pre-recorded tape.
It's all Josh's
fault. No, we are pre-recording this. We are pre-recording that and then uploading it to the channel. Because you guys just don't know how to, you know, keep things cordial.
No, don't say you guys.
I was about to say, don't say you guys. Yeah,
you guys ain't do nothing. I did nothing. They're hornballs.
Not you. I'm not talking about you people. I'm talking about the chat. Nobody in this chat knows how to be cordial.
No, just say Josh. Josh's the only one that did it. No one else did it. Josh, it's him guy. It's not you guys.
Him guy.
Him guy.
What? That's why his name on freaking WCW is the guy, because the Josh is the one on
the guy. The guy is crazy.
Him guy.
So, up next we had the coffin match between Sting and Darby Allin versus Swerve Strickland and Christian Cage. This was a good coffin tag team match for what it was. Now, they weren't going to have Sting lose in front of 80,000 people, and I don't understand why people legitimately thought that was going to happen. Like, people legitimately told me today that Sting is losing this match easily.
He wasn't.
And I asked them how. Because I'm like, this is in front of 80,000 people and Sting. We're talking about here. He wasn't losing.
Real TNA shit.
He was not losing this match.
Joker Sting with the WCW thing.
He was Joker Sting. He was Joker Sting. He came out to Metallica's Seek and Destroy.
His WCW theme song.
I wanted the Crow one so bad. I wanted the Crow one so freaking bad. I was gonna boss.
Yeah, hey yo.
Nah. If he came out to the Crow John, oh man.
Hey yo, I'm eating over here.
I was in the car crying. I was getting no way about the
Loft, I'm eating over here. This dude.
Nah, man. I thought he's gonna come out with the Crow John with the snow from that Winter Is Coming show. I was about to lose it.
Hey yo.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Oh, the winter is coming. Entrance with the snow and everything like that,
was
bro.
Crazy.
That was hard. I loved that. Like his arrival was awesome.
That shit was amazing.
His arrival was awesome.
It was like my second AEW show. I was freaking screaming in the house. Oh,
that was hard.
And you texted me during that entire ordeal.
Yeah, because I was freaking
awesome.
out.
But so Cage is still attacking Darby on the outside. Swerve then tries to set up Sting for a 450 splash on the coffin, but Sting rolled out of the way, and Darby finally fights Cage off at ringside, and Sting hit a Scorpion Death Drop on Swerve onto the coffin, and Sting opens up the coffin, rolling Swerve into it, closes the lid, but Swerve blocks it with his hands. Sting then attacks Swerve, and Swerve is just trying to fight back because he doesn't want the lid to get shut. But Darby catches him with a coffin drop on. He doesn't even coffin drop Swerve. He coffin drops the coffin and slams Swerve's back in between the coffin edges.
Shit like it hurt.
And I'm like, what are you doing? You're just hurting yourself at this point.
Well, they didn't even technically win. Swerve's dreads were hanging out of the casket.
Technically, Swerve and them
one dread was hanging out of the coffin.
No, it was
Give me
like
a break.
It was like three of them that was hanging out. So technically, Swerve and them is still in the match. Darby and them ain't winning. You know what I'm saying?
The match is still going.
I saw it. Yeah, it's like when Curtis Axel
it's like how it's like wait, was it Curtis Axel that technically never got in the Rumble match?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Curtis Axel never lost.
It was one of the B team people. It's Curtis Axel that didn't get and never got into the Rumble match.
He's still in the Rumble match.
That's crazy.
He can come back any day.
He still technically is. I mean, and it's been years since then.
Michael McGillicuddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's gonna use his real name this time.
I actually liked Curtis Axel. I don't know about you guys, but I liked Curtis Axel.
I liked him at first.
It could have been something, but no.
I did.
They tried it.
They tried it. It didn't work.
I mean, paired him up with Paul Heyman. I thought he was actually going to do something good because he won the Intercontinental title on Father's Day, and then they just dropped it.
He won it on Dad's Day.
But either way, legitimately or non-legitimately, Darby Allin and Sting picked up the win, and it was good to go. Now, I did find it strange that it only had to be one person to be put inside a coffin to win the match. But I mean, I guess it's semantics at that point, you know.
Bro, that Swerve's entrance was excellent. I was still at work, I think, when he came out. I was jumping up and down.
I loved it.
Swerve to that drive.
That shit is crazy, bro.
Swerve to that
I need him to
drive.
bring back the shit from I forget what company he was. He was in the indie still.
Loft. I just told my guy Joe about that today. I said, when Swerve turned heel, please bring back the Shaka Khan thing.
Oh, I'll lose it, Nate. I'll freaking lose it here.
I was screaming.
Oh, Shaka Khan. That's it. That's it. I knew what Love was talking about, but I didn't know what it was called. The Shaka Khan stuff. Yes.
Yeah, the Shaka Khan theme. Please bring that back. Oh my God. He still do it in the indies.
Oh man.
Yeah,
give the crowd some time to learn the words.
Yeah, like the crowd
does it.
I think the last one that I seen on YouTube, it was from when he just signed with AEW, and he went to like an indie show, and the crowd was singing it. I'm like, oh my
that shit was crazy.
It was his last indie appearance before he debuted in AEW. It was his last indie appearance before he debuted, and yeah, they did the whole thing, and they were singing along to the whole fucking thing. And bro, I'm like, dude, do it, man, and make it happen.
Oh man.
But yeah, so this is a good coffin match for what it was. I mean, you know, it was what it was. Nick Wayne was actually able to be out there in front of the crowd tonight. I mean, he got his ass kicked by Luchasaurus, and then he got carried to the back by Luchasaurus. So
Nick Wayne was stupid. I mean, came all the way out there, got chokeslam on a skateboard.
I mean, after that, then he got carried to the back. Then he got carried to the back by Luchasaurus. So we legitimately have no idea if Nick Wayne is even, you know, alive at this point. So there's that. You know, we got to worry about. So yeah.
Hold up. Breaking news. Yeah.
Oh please no. Deontay,
no,
please.
Hold on.
What now? What happened during? Did somebody get attacked during the media scrum? Did CM Punk cause havoc again?
It's first, CM Punk made the answer scrum. He's not going to be part of it. And second, it's good news actually. So
thank God.
So October 1st from Seattle, they will be doing a Wrestle Dream pay-per-view in honor of Antonio Inoki.
The fuck? That's crazy. Oh wow.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, cool. October. I gotta watch that media scrum after the OTB draft. But
shit, that is tonight.
That is tonight. 8:30. 8:30. It's okay.
Fuck.
Right. I made sure that I was here on time for that.
Yeah.
I made sure I was here on time for that. I was like, oh snap, the OTB draft.
If not, we could have just pushed it back. If not, we could have always just pushed it back. But
no, we doing that tonight.
No, it's over now. We got.
They said we doing that shit tonight. We ain't doing it no more.
Yep, I'm here. I'm in front of the camera.
I'm here.
I know. I'm just saying, if you guys honestly really couldn't be there, I mean, we could have done it.
Are we doing it live again?
We could have done it at any point. But we did have to do it at least before September 7th because that's when the fucking season started. So it was going to have to be soon.
Are we doing it live again?
If you guys wanted to go live for it, we could.
Oh yeah. I was talking smack to every single person. TJ, I don't even know if TJ up in there.
No, he's not.
I don't know where he's at.
But yeah, good Coffin match for what it was. And then we got to honestly one of the best matches on the card tonight. And a lot of people thought that this match was going to be shit. But, good for these two for actually, proving some people wrong. Will Ospreay and Chris Jericho actually did their thing tonight. This match was awesome. For the time that they had and for how they went about it, this was a great match. A great match between these two.
Great match. And the right person won. Thank God Will Ospreay won.
Obviously, the right person won. Will Ospreay was the only person that should have won
Also,
this match.
Jericho,
but I will say,
let Judas sing.
Yeah,
you did not have to come out singing Judas. We did not need that.
Matter of fact, because I was singing it myself, and he was messing it up for me. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was kind of cool.
It was dope though.
But I mean,
it was, but
it was cool for what it was.
I don't know,
but yeah, didn't need to happen.
I don't know why, but it seemed like that match was kind of short to me. I don't know why. It was still a good match, but it just seemed like it was kind of short.
How long do you think the match was? Because I got the time.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
It was like 10 minutes at best.
Yeah, probably like 10 minutes.
It was 15. It was 15.
God damn.
15.
Sheesh. Okay.
I'm off by 5.
I stand corrected. All right.
It was 15.
I'm off by 5.
It was 15.
Huh. All right.
But now the match after Chris Jericho and Will Ospreay was around 10 minutes. But we'll talk about that when we get there.
I forgot about that match.
But yeah, no, Will Ospreay and Chris Jericho did their thing. I mean, Chris Jericho, a lot of people thought that he honestly couldn't hang with Will Ospreay. A lot of people thought that Will Ospreay would have to, dumb it down a little bit, slow things down a lot for Chris Jericho. Didn't really have to do that all that much in this match, at least. Jericho was able to hold his own, and both men got their shit in. What more could you honestly ask for between these two?
It's a solid match.
And
I love that finish. Right in the throat.
Yes, the finish was great. So where do I start here? Jericho goes for goes back on the attack and feels an Oscutter coming, but Jericho reversed it into a near fall. And then Jericho slips out of the Stormbreaker and distracts the referee enough to hit a low blow on Will Ospreay. Because of that, he was able to hit a Judas effect, and Will Ospreay kicked out of not only a low blow, but that Judas effect. Great stuff there. Loved it. I loved all of that because I was like, that's got to be it at that point. Right? No. Kick out of the Judas effect. Jericho then, he obviously can't believe it. Goes back to work on Ospreay looking for the walls, but Ospreay counters into a near fall and a powerbomb. But Jericho is able to kick out. Ospreay then ends up hitting a combination Hidden Blade and Judas Effect combo, followed by a Stormbreaker, but Jericho kicks out of that. And I was like, what? You hit a Judas Effect and a Blade Runner combo with your Stormbreaker finisher and a kick out. That should have finished it right there. Nash should have finished it right there. But Ospreay was in the corner looking for a Hidden Blade. He connects. Stormbreaker once again. 1, 2, 3, and that was it. Ospreay got the win. And I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. But Ospreay was able to get the win. Good stuff there. Loved it. Obviously the right call here. Obviously.
Somebody's dog is pissed.
It's probably George. Oh man, but yeah.
Yep, it's fine. But
He did.
hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second, guys. I think food is here. That's it. Hold on 1 sec.
I don't think it is fun. So, chat. What do you guys want to talk about?
This guy. Oh yeah, if y'all can hear me chewing, my bad. Like I said, this is the only thing that I ate today. So,
What?
my bad for smacking in y'all. Yeah, my bad for smacking in y'all ear, bro. Like I said, this is the only thing I ate today. I've been busy all day today, so
get out of his house.
That was grubbing.
That teriyaki chicken now, boy.
Ooh, yeah, the teriyaki, yes. Now I want some food.
What did you guys think about the match, man? I thought it was very, very well done between those two. Until we got to the main event, well, the trios match.
It was a good match. It was a good match. Right person won. Yeah. Cool match.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, I like that. Jericho put over Will Ospreay, you know what I'm saying, in his hometown. Right person won. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Did Loft die?
Loft is silent. Loft is silent.
Looks like he died.
Oh, you said hold
he
on.
Was.
Man, don't give me no finger, bruh.
It looks like he's on.
If you don't hop off your PlayStation party, bro.
What did you say?
You heard me. If you don't hop off that PlayStation,
I'm trying to do something. Shut up.
I don't care. No, hop off.
I'm trying to do something. You be quiet. Leave me alone. I'm trying to do something right now. You sitting there yelling at me. What's wrong with you, man? I ain't do nothing.
Office, like, for real, what'd you say fuck me for?
I'm right here.
My bad. I'm sorry. I just like messing with Law.
Thanks, man. This makes you mad. This fucking shit.
I'm gonna go back to enjoying my teriyaki chicken.
Yeah, you do that.
Well, I thought the match was pretty good for what it was, though.
This part of OTB is sponsored by Panda Express.
No, it ain't.
No, it ain't. Yeah, no, it ain't. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. We're gonna get sued.
We're gonna get a letter in the morning.
I wish, but no, it ain't. I'm gonna get a letter in the morning. I'm gonna get one because it's in my goddamn name.
If you use promo code OTB, you get 20% off your next order.
That is not. Don't use that code.
No, that's not true. That's not true. That's only for SeatGeek, and it's for your first purchase.
They trying to get y'all sued.
Not y'all, us.
I just want to be a part.
We're all in this together at this point.
I just want to be a part of the podcast. I'm still a part of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be a part. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you are.
I'm still the new guy, Phil.
Oh my god! Get the fuck out of here! You've been here for 3 years. Get out of here!
Get on with the squirrel jokes.
Have you noticed how big Loft's teeth are?
That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
wild.
All right, I'm done.
Oh my
I'm
God.
done. I'm done.
It's ridiculous, man.
Let me go back on mute. I'm sorry. Let me eat my food.
It's fucking ridiculous, man.
Oh shit. Oh god.
6-man tag team match for the trios titles. House of Black versus the Acclaimed and Badass Billy Gunn. One thing I have to note before we get into the final sequence of this match, new trios champions were crowned tonight, by the way, people. But we had a very, very special tribute by the House of Black tonight with the lantern for Bray Wyatt. I thought that was absolutely perfect. I thought if there was anybody that was going to be doing a Bray Wyatt tribute, House of Black would have been the perfect people to do that with. Lantern, great stuff. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt. I mean, it doesn't really go unnoticed. That was an amazing stuff to do for tribute.
Indeed. Also, that spot with Julia Hart was hilarious. Also, did y'all hear what Taz said?
The Scissor Me Timber thing, or what?
No, Taz said something after the damn leg drop or some shit. What the fuck he did?
After the Scissor Me Timber, he says something completely out of pocket and wild. I know.
Like, yo, Taz, she's young enough to be your daughter, man.
What did he say?
For real? I didn't even hear what he said. What in the world?
He said some out of pocket shit. I forget.
That's
what
crazy.
it was.
I was about to say, well, she's like.
If you know what he says, type it in the private chat so that they can see it, because it is wild.
Because she's dang near married to Lee Johnson, so
fuck Lee Johnson, man.
God dang, what did he do?
Well, all right.
Exactly.
He's married to him. Fuck him.
Oh man.
Oh, and by the way, Nate, fuck Kyle Fletcher. Fuck him.
God.
If you know, you know.
I know, but
if you know, you know.
God dang.
Fuck him. If you know, you know. That's why you lost tonight. That's why he lost tonight. Fuck Kyle Fletcher.
We used to say that. He's a
great wrestler. Great tag team with Aussie Open. But
we used to say the same thing about Dante Martin.
But
now it's Kyle Fletcher.
Yes.
Oh man.
That's crazy.
No, Dante Martin's great. Dante Martin's a good dude. Dante Martin's a good dude.
Yo,
Dante Martin's a good dude.
What the hell?
All right, hey, we're gonna need to get Josh up out of here, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. That's what, yo, Josh.
We need to get Josh out of here.
Josh,
we need to get Josh out of here.
Yo, Josh,
we need to get Josh out of here.
Come up with this stuff.
He's gay.
Where's your mom?
Bro, Josh, you're 16.
We need to get
talking
Josh
like
out
that.
of here.
Oh my god.
Bro, you're 16
we need to
going
get
on
Josh
17,
out of here.
Josh. You should not be
Well,
talking
I seriously
like that,
think we
sir.
need to take. I seriously think we need to take the mod privileges away. Like,
do we need to take
We'll have
5?
a meeting later.
Yeah, we need to take 5.
God.
Joshua.
Joshua. And Anthony Bowes is gay anyway.
Not that Anthony, man.
no,
God.
not that one.
Oh my jeez. Oh god.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
That's still wild, bro.
Oh my god.
Someone turn the camera off. This is getting ridiculous.
It is Sunday. It's the Lord's Day.
On God's day.
I prayed this morning. God dang it.
On
God's day.
On God's day, exactly. Jesus. And you need Jesus. Like, bro, what in the world?
So.
Oh my God. I can't even eat no more, bro.
So Malachi Black hit Billy.
God damn.
All right, let's switch gears here. Malachi Black hit Billy Gunn with what he's now calling the end which I've never heard the Black Mass be called The End before. So I'm just gonna keep calling it Black Mass. I don't give a shit.
I still call it Black Mass either.
Hit Black
They
Mass.
they do call it. They've been calling it the end for a while.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because
I never
of his
heard
name.
that until tonight.
Oh, because of his name. That's why probably. Is that what they call it?
You can
That
still
Tommy
call it
End?
Black Mass.
I know, but I'm trying to figure out why they
Or
changed
Tommy
it.
End. You can do. Out of all the times that I really should have remembered that his name was Tommy End back then.
That's the first thing I thought of. I'm like,
maybe
maybe
that
that's
is
why. I
it.
don't know.
Maybe that is the reason. But
yeah,
His
I
name
guess.
is Tommy End.
Maybe that is the reason why he did that now. But
It's another last name.
well, yeah, I mean he hit the end, but only for a near fall. The House of Black then goes back on the attack. They were about to hit Dante's Inferno up until the point where the Acclaimed, got back up. They, basically did a 3-on-1 attack to Brody. They did the arrival followed by the mic drop, 1, 2, 3, and the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn win the Trios Championships. Now, you might not think that the House of Black held on to those championships for a long time, but they had a good 171-day reign as champions. They didn't do much with the titles, which I'm pretty sure is the reason why we have new champions tonight. But they had a good and long enough reign in order to make something happen, and now we got to figure out what they do with the Trios titles now that Billy Gunn has them with the Acclaimed. And the most important question out of all of this is, what's next for the House of Black? Because honestly, I don't know what the hell they're going to be doing with the House of Black after this.
They better do something.
To be honest, I wouldn't mind all of them doing single stuff.
Malachi Black definitely needs to get back into the singles.
When was the last time he even had a singles match?
Malachi, I have no idea. I know Buddy just had one like a couple weeks ago. Brody had one
It's
like
been a
last
while.
week or something.
It's been a while since we've seen Malachi one-on-one with somebody.
Didn't he have a one-on-one with Punk on Collision?
Yeah.
Or was that one-on-one or no? When it did the sitting down spot.
I don't even think Malachi Black and Punk even met with each other.
No, I know they did. I know. No, they.
Oh wait, no,
did.
that was a multi-man match. That was a multi-man.
Okay.
Now,
I know.
that was a multi-man match. I apologize. Okay. I do remember that now.
Okay.
I do remember that now. Yeah, that was multi-man.
Okay.
But yeah, I would actually like to see the match one-on-one though between those two. I think it would be pretty cool. But
I would love to see
Malachi
kick you.
That would be a sight to see.
That's it.
But yeah, now we got the new Trios champions. Billy Gunn has a title in AEW. Kind of cool. We'll see where it goes. And a few months ago, guys, we were talking about how Billy Gunn could potentially turn on the Acclaimed. That never happened. And now they're Trios champions. So, here you go. Yeah, no, we were supposed to get Malachi Black versus Andrade. And hopefully that match actually happens on All Out, but I would have put that match here on All In. They're probably going to do that, though, at All Out. Yeah, considering that All Out is next week.
That match is going to bang.
But then the main event. And we were making good time, guys. Like, we only had this for like a good 3 hours up until this point. Excluding the pre-show, this was like a good 3-hour show up until this main event. which is good timing for AEW pay-per-views.
And Beatles.
Because usually by now, we'd be already like 5 hours in.
And we'll be on like the fourth match.
Usually by now, we'd be like 5.5 hours in. But this was like 3.
On the fourth match.
All right, now you're getting a little excessive, but I get your sentiment. But yeah. Get interrupted one more goddamn time in this show.
Phil's gonna go off with somebody.
I gotta get out of this house. But the main event was fucking insane. I loved all of it. Top to bottom, everything about it. I loved it. Now, the double pinfall did have me pissed off for a little bit.
Bro, I
was like, you're not ending this on a double pin.
I was like,
there's no way. There's no way. I was heated. I'm like, no.
Bro, I know you ain't finna end it like that. Hell no.
I was like, you're not ending this on a double pin, so something has to happen. But calling back to their 30-minute time limit draw, Adam Cole says, MJF, no, 5 more minutes. MJF is like, 5 minutes is not long enough. We're doing this until we get a winner in fucking Wembley Stadium. The match basically restarts. And, you know, this was great. I mean, this was absolutely fantastic.
Fantastical.
So, MJF reaches down into his trunks to pull out the Dynamite Diamond Ring. As he gets to his feet, Max is, a little uneasy about, him wanting to hit him with the ring, and I saw that, Nate.
What was that?
Come on, man. Come the hell on.
It's a PG show, goddammit.
Yo, if Josh can talk smack up in the chat.
He can't.
Ridiculous.
Oh man. Oh my god. I love this show. I love this show so much.
Max decides to not hit him with the ring. And he puts the ring back. As Roderick Strong is now running out there, he gives the champion a low blow before leaving. Strong is like, Cole, go, Panama Sunrise now. Adam Cole's like, what are you doing out here? What are you doing? He sees MJF down. Then he goes to the Panama Sunrise. And he hits it. The referee is still out. But he does hit a boom on the champion. Cole with the cover. Ref is still out. Before, finally stirring. A slow count by Bryce. And then the champ kicks out.
Bro.
Strong then throws the championship into the ring and says, Cole, use it. Use the title. Cole then says, no, throws the championship out. He's like, get out of here. He rips the t-shirt off of his body. The Better Than You BAYBAY t-shirt off his body. And he's focusing in on, on MJF. MJF is on his knees as Cole sets him up for the boom. We see all this happening here. MJF gets the pinfall victory and wins the championship and ultimately retains the title. And Cole is beside himself.
I was beside myself. I didn't know, bro. I'm like, there's no way MJF won with a fruit roll up against Adam Cole. Like, there's no way.
So Cole is beside himself. He's crawling to the corner, basically crying. And Nigel McGuinness saying, "You dumb motherfucker," basically, in British words. And Taz is like, "Look, I mean, he did the right thing," and Nigel is like, "No, he didn't. He did the wrong thing." And he's like, "Well, yeah, he tried to do the right thing morally, but it ultimately costed him in the end." And that's basically how everything happened. Max tries to cheer up Cole, saying that these people still love him. It could have gone either way. He says, "Watch this." He grabs the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles that they won earlier on in the night, saying that they still have these. They still have these, buddy. Nah. And then he chucks the Ring of Honor World Tag Team title out of the ring, does Adam Cole. And Jeff is like, all right. So that's what this is about. You didn't give a shit about me. You didn't give a shit about me. You didn't even think that we were friends, are you? We're not even friends, are we? What? All for what? For this? Take it. Take the freaking title. And honestly, you know what? Do it. Hit me in the back with it. Because I should have seen this coming. They basically did everything that happened at Collision in Connecticut. But Adam Cole throws the belt down. They hug it out. They hold their tag team titles high to end the show as MJF retains the title. And that was like, okay.
Goofy ass finish.
We are still doing this whole better than you, BAYBAY thing. And I'm honestly not mad at it because, honestly, to me, this proves that Adam Cole will be the one to dethrone MJF when it is all really said and done. And we will have Adam Cole as AEW World Champion after MJF, after the whole bidding war of 2024 is concluded.
All right.
Why did they
Adam Cole is going to be your next champion.
Why did they have to end it like that, though?
Exactly.
Trying to make it all emotional. I still love you.
I love
you. Hear that.
It was one of the most emotional, story-driven matches that you guys will ever see in 2023.
That was not emotional. I was not emotional. That was not emotional.
This ain't the Bloodline storyline.
They tried it. That wasn't emotional.
Blood to his bloodline. Blood to their bloodline, bro.
I didn't shed no tears.
Bro, I was heated, bro.
I was mad.
I was upset. I'm like, bro, there's no way that Adam Cole.
This has been the best storyline in AEW. This has been
but still
best storyline in AEW, bar none. In this time period, tell me I'm wrong.
That's the damn same.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're right.
I'm not
the damn same.
I'm not wrong.
That's the damn same. Get the fuck out of here,
bro. This is what I was waiting for. I was waiting for.
I'm not wrong. This has been absolutely fantastic from the very beginning of this feud.
I knew Roderick Strong was gonna come out, right? I was expecting Kyle O'Reilly to show up, Bobby Fish to show up, Adam Cole just turn heel, smack MJF in the face, Undisputed Era back.
No, see, that's where you were wrong.
That's what I was waiting for.
Where you were wrong, because you were putting unrealistic expectations on that match.
This man should have
the match was great. Nobody should take that away from them.
Phil, he should have won,
and he will win. And he will win. And he will win.
How do you know, Phil?
And he will win.
Bro, hey, Tony Khan. I'm not talking to Phil Khan now. Tony Khan.
Because they're still tag team champions.
Hey, shut up, Phil. Nah, hey, Tony Khan. Listen. I need you to do me a favor if you're watching this.
Y'all just don't understand this shit.
Hey, shut up. All right, listen. All right, Tony Khan. Tony Khan, listen. What's up? Nate the Great, how you doing? Listen, I'm going to be in Chicago next week for All Out, right? This is what I need you to do. I need you to book a rematch, Adam Cole, MJF, 2 out of 3 falls. Let this man win, all right? Let this man win. If he does, I'm screaming my head off in the stadium. If
I agree
not,
that there's
I'm
going to be a
walking out
rematch,
and I want a
but
refund.
I agree there's going to be a rematch. There's going to be a rematch between these two. I personally would want it to be a ladder match, personally, but I mean,
I will be
we'll
there
see.
in Chicago. He better win. He better win. He better win. I don't care about
MJF is not
I don't
losing.
care about anything else.
MJF is not losing this championship until the Bidding War 2024. So get that through everybody's
He's
fucking
not
thick
Roman.
skull.
Wait.
It's
He's
gonna
not
happen.
Roman. Bro, he is not Roman.
He thinks he's the tribal chief. He is not the tribal
He's
chief.
for real. He thinks he's
Blood
Roman,
take your
bro.
bloodline.
He's not the tribal
He's
chief.
Blood.
better than the tribal chief. What am I talking about?
Whoa. Calm down.
That's
okay?
crazy.
Calm
That
down.
is crazy.
You acknowledge the
crazy.
tribal chief now. Hold on. Wait a second.
Wait,
You don't think MJF is a better wrestler than Roman?
Absolutely
Better
not.
wrestler than Roman?
No.
Yeah, I did I hear that right? Did
I
hear that right?
don't know if there's a thing that MJF does better than Roman right now. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if there's.
Do anyone else here Law say acknowledge the tribal chief?
I'm not. No, I'm just being realistic. There's not a thing that MJF does better than Roman right now. Are you kidding me? Are we having this conversation for real? You want to do this for real?
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying.
Nobody can take away what MJF has done over the course of this championship run.
I didn't take away anything. All I did was compare. You can compare and be wrong still. I didn't take away anything from MJF, but you cannot compare him to the biggest act in professional wrestling. That's what you can't do. That's unfair to Max, first of all. That's very unfair, in fact.
I'll say the only thing that MJF did better than Roman is he been on TV more.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah,
That's the only thing.
He can definitely
That's
have
the
that.
only
Absolutely.
thing. Yeah, he's been on TV like dang near every week. So yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
and he's had amazing matches, just like Roman Reigns.
Yes, but not better than Roman, and you know that for damn sure. For every great match MJF has, Roman has about.
The story between these guys has been absolutely fantastic.
And you think MJF is doing a better job than Roman Reigns is?
The Bloodline story is the best thing going on in professional wrestling.
Then what are we talking about? What are we discussing? Fuck. You cannot put MJF.
I don't know what you're trying to discuss.
No, me and Phil had this conversation on Kick a few weeks ago because he tried to tell me about. We're going to talk about that later. But we're not. You cannot keep putting MJF in these situations. You cannot keep doing that because it makes me feel like I'm hating on MJF and I'm not. But you cannot put him in these situations against these people. That's not fair. That is not fair to Max. I'm sorry.
Is MJF not one of the best wrestlers going on today?
Yes.
You can't semantics me, Phil. I'm listening to everything you say. I'm listening to every.
This is a general question. A general question. A general question. Not comparing anybody. Do you think MJF is one of the best wrestlers going today?
Absolutely.
In general.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So what the fuck is the problem here?
You said Roman Reigns.
That's all I'm trying to tell you guys.
No. You said Roman Reigns. That is untrue. You said Roman Reigns. That was your fault. You said Roman Reigns. You didn't have to say Roman Reigns.
I said the storyline has been comparable to the Roman Reigns story.
No, it's not comparing. That's where you're wrong. It's not comparable to Roman Reigns. Are you kidding me, Phil? You can't compare the storyline for weeks to a 3-year story.
When it comes to the emotions that people have been, that people have been writing on, yes, it has been. Here's the thing. And this is where I'm gonna fucking stand my fucking foot down because you guys don't watch AEW full on like I do.
Nate does.
I do.
Yeah, I do.
I don't. Nate does. Deontay, I don't.
Did he freeze? Is he alive?
Did he die? His fans know.
Oh, no, he moving.
He trying to think of something stupid to say.
He's plotting something devious.
Look, you guys can have your own fucking opinion all you want, but this storyline has been the best thing in the AEW for fucking years. And I'm not going to take any of this shit because you guys have a difference of opinion, and that is fine.
I'm not going.
But Phil, that's not comparable. You cannot compare. How long have MJF and Adam Cole been doing the storyline?
Like
a couple months. Yeah, like 2 months.
Okay, you can't compare that.
The last 2 months, and I know 2 months compared to. I know 2 months compared to 3 years. I know 2 months compared to 3 years is fucking ridiculous. I get that. And like, I know maybe, just the actual semantics of the whole thing, it doesn't make any fucking sense. But the actual emotional roller coaster ride that fans have been going on between these two being paired up randomly when these two didn't even fucking look like they were actually going to be doing anything compared to what they are now, you can't deny the way that this has been going on. This was not supposed to end. This was not supposed to be this long of a story. But because the fans were so deep into this thing, Tony Khan continued to go on with this.
I wouldn't want them to be deep up in anything.
Hey, yo.
Okay, stop trying to twist my fucking words.
All I'm trying to say is this: the night tonight was one of the best moments in the storyline. But Adam Cole and MJF have not had a storyline, or not had a moment in this storyline that compares to Sami Zayn turning on Roman, or all the stuff they did on SmackDown with Jay and Roman. We're not doing that. We cannot do that.
Yeah, but you haven't seen the full story because you don't watch it fully.
How do you know what I watched, Phil? How do you know what I watch?
Because you don't watch AEW fully. Phil, and you've told me.
Phil, I tell you a lot of things. You have to realize something. I don't start speaking on things until I know these things. I don't be just saying shit. I research everything I say before I go on. I would not be screaming at you about this if I was not fully fucking aware. And you know this too. You're not going to tell me that this storyline is more captivating than the Bloodline story. You're not going to sit here and tell me that. I understand you got your AEW shirt on. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. But you cannot compare these two storylines, Phil.
Dude, this is just a normal red shirt. This is a normal red shirt.
It's a figure of speech.
I am not an AEW fucking elitist like you think I am. I'm not an AEW elitist like you think I am.
You sound like it. You can't say that. You can't say what you just said and then no, bro. No, bro. No.
I'm not an AEW elitist. If you really think I am, then you literally don't know me at all. That's fine. But
because you said that, you can't get
the match is great.
Go back on that.
So, Chad, how was y'all day?
The match was great. I don't give a shit what anybody says at this point because nobody's gonna fucking understand it. But the match is great. I loved every single second of it. We're gonna continue this thing. Adam Cole will be your next AEW World Champion. It's just not gonna be now. Okay? Good.
It needs to be soon.
Phil is mad at me, y'all, because I poured his card.
I'm not that fucking naive, people.
I didn't say that.
Look, shout on before the show.
Listen, see,
I'm getting shit on now because of an opinion I have when it comes to the storyline.
Phil, you're not listening to me. You're not listening to what I'm saying. You think that I'm attacking you? I'm not. I'm trying to get you to not put MJF in this situation that he does not deserve to be in. I'm not attacking you. I'm attacking the fact that you said a statement that is factually untrue and that puts AEW World Champion, as great as he is, in a bad position. You cannot compare someone who's been champion for that long and compare them to MJF, because now you're putting MJF behind the 8 ball. You're making it seem like MJF has to be what Roman Reigns is, where he's at now. There's a reason why he's the biggest thing in professional wrestling right now, because they created him that way. I thank Tony Khan for not booking MJF like he's freaking Superman. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this Roman Reigns thing with you. You know how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get you to understand that when you say stuff like that, you have to take all of that in. I understand that you feel emotionally connected to that. I can't take that away from you. I'm not trying to disregard your feeling about that. What I'm saying is, if you were the first person to say Roman Reigns, I didn't say it, Nate didn't say it, Deontay didn't say it. So you invited this conversation. So all I'm saying as a rebuttal is that you cannot compare a storyline that has that many evolving turns in it for 3 years to something that we haven't even gotten to its peak yet. Give it some time first. The comparison did not need to be made, is what I'm saying to you. Because that puts Roman Reigns in a weird position. That puts MJF and Adam Cole in a weird position. The story's great. The main event's great. I don't have a problem with that. But the comparison is my issue. I don't want you to be going out there and saying stuff like this, and then someone who's not your friend come out and curse you out for it, and you come to us, oh, I got cursed out on TikTok. Yeah, because you said something that was factually untrue. So I'm not here to invalidate your feeling on it. What I'm saying is there's fact in this feeling, and you have to be able to differentiate the two when you are booked up against something that you cannot surpass. And that's the Bloodline storyline. You cannot surpass that. Unfortunately, you can't. Unless this storyline goes on for 3 years and MJF gets a Samoan tattoo on his chest and grows his hair out and starts saying ooh-ah. But you can't. Unfortunately, we're not at that spot.
That's not going to happen. So,
all right, then. That's all I'm trying to explain to you. This is not an attack on you. This is not an attack on anybody. I'm saying I'm telling you to think this way, so someone who doesn't like you doesn't rank your ass on TikTok, and then you come with us. So what I say, I know what you say. You said something stupid. We all say stupid stuff sometimes, but you cannot. You can't just jump into the comparison. I understand what you said. It's just what the timing of when you said it. That's not the correct way to go about that. You don't compare things like that. That's unfair to the world champion. To me,
all I'm really trying to say is that. I get that 3 years compared to 2 months is definitely not to really compare. And honestly, I really should not have done it that way. But all I was really trying to get at was the twists and turns that MJF and Adam Cole have gone throughout this storyline has made people emotionally invested into it and has made people emotionally invested into these two people. Look at Nate, for example. And I'm sorry, Nathan, I'm using you for an example, but like, Nate was so emotionally involved in that match. I'm using you in a good. I'm using you as an example in a good way. Nate was emotionally invested into the match well enough that he was well on enough into saying that Adam Cole should have fucking won this match.
He should have, bro. He should have.
And he will win the AEW World Championship.
He should have won.
He should have.
He should have.
And he will win the AEW World Championship. But you guys like Loff is basically telling me right now, we gotta let this story ride. We are a long way until the Bidding War 2024, people, and that is when honestly the storyline is gonna end. The Bidding War 2024 is where this all goes down. That final pay-per-view, before this thing ends, is where Adam Cole is really going to get this thing going. Because they're the tag team championship. They're the tag team champions now, guys. Mm-hmm. So they're going to continue this thing.
I don't think that reigned is last.
So there's going to be more twists. There's going to be more turns. I mean, we've seen all these twists and turns throughout the last 2 months. And you guys have seen if you watched AEW. Yes. Now, I'll admit, I was a fucking idiot for comparing it to the Bloodline. And I will, apologize to Loff on that behalf because, I didn't mean to get so fucking heated.
To me.
And I know...
You might hurt me. I thought it was funny.
It's a...
You didn't do nothing to me. I thought it was funny. I don't want you to be able to go out there saying that.
It's a fucking weird-ass thing today.
You didn't do nothing to me.
All I know is that I'm not actually the only person that has actually said that too, which is weird.
That means they're wrong too.
And I see that going around sometimes by people, and I see it sometimes actually going around by these people, and I'm like, some of the points I actually see where they coming from when it comes to like the twists and turns and everything like that, but I do agree that comparing 2 months compared to 3 years is really, really bad. Now, No, yeah, that is what it is. I got fucking heated twice today.
That's good content.
One before and now this, because
that's good content, Phil.
This
We're
whole
creating
fucking
good
CM
content.
Punk situation.
We're entertaining the people.
Blackout. We like that.
We're entertaining the people.
This whole.
Anybody want to see us agree for 3 hours?
I didn't build this podcast to. I didn't build this podcast to make it seem like, we're just trying to get at each other's throats like that. That wasn't my intention at all, and that's on me. But
conversation. That's all. Little talk.
But hey, forget all that. Hey, Tony Khan. Tony Khan.
Oh, and by the way, I see everybody.
Cut me off. You cut me off.
Oh yeah, free Santi.
Yeah, he got banned.
Oh, what happened?
He got banned.
How?
He was showing some wrestling clips.
He got banned because of the AEW reactions. That's how they get you, bro.
Wait. On Twitch? Wait, on Twitch?
He posted the videos on Twitter too. He posted the videos that he's done on TikTok onto Twitter, and they have seen it. So they probably had people go to TikTok.
And y'all see why I stopped live streaming.
Wait, where did they ban him at? TikTok or Twitch?
TikTok.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
They banned him on TikTok. They banned him on TikTok.
I think it was TikTok.
Sheesh.
Well, he doesn't show anything on Twitch. He just shows his reactions. But he obviously has this stuff where like he clips and everything, and then he does his TikToks. Everybody's seen his TikToks before. They're great TikToks, but now they caught him because he also posted those TikToks on Twitter.
Lick lock.
Because when you post those TikToks on Twitter,
lick lock.
Oh my god,
bro! Oh, shit.
What?
Lick lock.
Oh, lick lock.
Lick lock.
That's bad.
I meant to say lick talk, like L-I-K-C.
Lick lock.
I hate you people. I hate you people.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
All in London, absolutely amazing show. I got to get the hell out of here. But guys, this show is absolutely fantastic. Easily, one of the best shows that AEW's ever produced. They're going back to London next year, so this is their WrestleMania. 81,035 strong in the stadium tonight. Fantastic. Loved it. Great pay-per-view. Just great pay-per-view all around.
Indeed.
Very fun. Very fun.
Yeah. Questionable choices, but W show.
MJF was always retaining. Sting was going to win in front of 80,000 people. Saraya was going to win in her hometown.
Unfortunately.
What else was a questionable decision? I think that's
no
it.
Jeff Hardy. That's a questionable decision.
Honestly,
that's wild. No Jeff Hardy. No Isaiah.
Jeff's not allowed. He's not allowed.
No Isaiah. I know Nate gonna watch NWA to restore the feeling he had when watching World Championship Wrestling back in the day. How old do y'all think I am?
Nate, you're 104, but we've been over this.
Bro, I'd never seen an episode of WCW in my life.
No, you can't.
Really?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
You watching on BT?
Born, bro. I was born. I'm not talking about yours, Law.
You work there, Nate. You work here.
I haven't been on the show.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I haven't been on the show. While you talking, this dude said, "Oh yeah, we need to get Nate out of here, bro." I've been trying to come up with a new character, and
Nate the Hate. You said you bring back Nate the Hate.
I can't put Nate the Hate as the name and stuff, which is stupid. So
really,
because
because
they don't have.
Because
they don't have it in the game.
The thing.
Yeah, they don't have it in the game, so I gotta
That's
figure out
stupid.
something. Yeah, I gotta figure out something. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, I lost my freaking job thanks to Loft.
Listen, man.
Wow.
It's
Nate
Loft's
got
fault.
fired from
Exactly.
WCW.
I got.
No, he
I got
lost the
people-
match. We had a conversation in creative, and Nate had to lose. That's just the way it went.
That's crazy. Just like Adam Cole had to lose tonight, which is
Exactly
stupid.
It's for the bigger story.
It wasn't
give me my
stupid.
rematch.
He's going to win the championship.
Give me my rematch. Like, bro.
It's for you can't. You gotta. It's a long thing.
He's going to win the championship, but not until 2024.
That's crazy. That's wild.
It's a long-term thing, bro. Long-term.
It's wild.
Long-term thing. It's a long-term story.
DPW better.
Long-term story.
DPW indeed. Oh, Calvin Tankman is about to be a free agent next week. Oh, yes,
very, very good show tonight. What? I know.
Calvin Tankman, baby.
Get him to NXT.
That's a tank.
Get
Like
him to NXT.
Put this man on NXT right now.
Him
and Odyssey Jones gonna be confused as shit.
Him and Braun Breaker. Oh. Him and Braun. Oh.
All right, guys.
Oh my God.
Let's get the hell out of here. Have a good rest of the night. Stay safe. God bless. And Tony, if you're catching wind of any of this, somehow, some way, find a way to do this more often, man. Somehow, some way, find a way to do this more often, because I actually like, watching a pay-per-view in the afternoon when it comes to AEW, than staying up until like 3 o'clock in the morning doing this thing and then having to do the review like 2 days later because of your BS. Okay?
Right. That's why this
Nate
was
wants Nate wants Adam Cole to be world champion. Adam Cole will be world champion, but not now, not until 2024. Yeah, well, we'll see. I know Nate's probably gonna kick my ass as soon as I get off camera, but we'll talk about it. As soon as we figure this out.
Also, one last thing. And remember, Fireflies. He will always like to win. All you have to do is let him in.
There you go.
You gotta put some bass up in your voice when you say that.
Well, I can't sound like Bray Wyatt does. Okay, you got like this freaking like hillbilly accent. You got like a hillbilly accent. I can't.
A wise man once told me, when you see me, right? You got to do it like that, Tay. Not, let him in.
Run.
That is not how I sound.
That is how you sound.
That is not how I sound.
That is how you let him in.
Oh, hush, my baby. Hush.
All right. We don't need to do that to him now. All right, guys. We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good night, guys. Peace.